Hello everyone! This video is going to show you how to solve for the area of a circle when you're given the radius. So the problem on DeltaMath says the radius of a circle is 5 feet. Find its area to the nearest tenth. Okay, so for a problem like this, imagine you're in a pool, a very circular pool, maybe a jacuzzi. Okay, and you're standing at the very center of that circle, and to reach the very edge, it's going to take you 5 feet. So that means that that distance right there is going to be 5 feet long. This is the distance that we use when we solve for area of a circle. You always want to get to that radius, okay? So in general, when we're solving for the area of a circle, the formula we use is area equals pi times the radius squared. And just as a side note, just as a reminder, don't forget that the radius squared is equal to radius times itself. Radius squared is radius times radius. So essentially area is equal to pi times r times r. Okay. So in this problem, it's nice to us. They do give us the radius, so we can go ahead, plug that in. So our radius is equal to 5 feet. So when we're solving for area, we end up with area is equal to pi times 5 squared. Right? And you're only squaring the length of the radius. So we end up with area is equal to pi times 25. And now that the question is asking us to round, we can use that special number. We can use 3.14 instead of pi if we want to approximate. Okay, so this is a point where we can grab our calculator. I'm going to use 3.14 times 25. So on the calculator, 3.14 times 25 is equal to 78.5. All right. Now our final answer, it ended up already being rounded to the nearest tenth. So there's no more work that we have to do here. Okay. But just as a side note, for instance, say it was 78.57. and we want to round to the nearest tenth, this ends up being approximately equal to 78.6 because you want to round that number up. But if it's 4.54, 0.53, 0.52, 0.51, you can leave it as 78.5. All right. But so final answer here, we get 78.5 feet squared is your final answer. And let's see if we are correct. And there we go. So if you find yourself you're getting some of these numbers wrong, DeltaMath tends to include really nice explanations for every single step of the way. They first give you the area of the formula, they substitute the radius, then they show the steps to solving. And for most of the problems that you face on DeltaMath, they do give you a nice background to how to solve it. But if you find yourself still confused, don't forget you can always come to me. All right? I hope that helped, and the next video will show you how to solve area when you're given the diameter.